Better late than never, right? Welcome to my kitchen. It's happy hour at home. And we're going to make the granddaddy of all hot and warm beverages, the hot toddy. Really, it used to be just like hot water, and maybe they had a little tipple in there, of course, and some citrus and sugar, and it would soothe the cold or give you a little pep in your step here in the morning. But it really has been around for a very long time, since the mid 18th century. We're talking about the 1750s, baby. This goes way beyond even prohibition. In my family, little did I know, it was called special medicine. Irish whiskey, lemon, a little bit of honey, and we're actually going to use honey today instead of the sugar that the recipe that we posted calls for. It calls for Demerara sugar, which is essentially raw sugar, just in a different state. I have some turbinado. I've got dark brown. I've got light brown. I'm going to use some San Diego honey, but you could also use some maple syrup. Make sure it's 100% pure. The best. We're going to use fresh squeezed lemon, and yeah, I'm going to squeeze it out right before you. Um, I I obviously have a little selection here of options for whiskey, or bourbon. You can use bourbon whiskey, of course. I have some rye that would be good. I have some Gentleman Jack Daniels. It is double mellowed. It's quite nice, actually. I also have a little bit of Woodford Reserve. And because we are going to use some bourbon, I have Jameson, clearly, and a giant old bottle of Jack Daniels, which I might use on the neighbors since they gifted it to me. What we're going to do first, though, I've already taken the liberty of preparing some boiled water, and we're going to very carefully heat up our mug. And this is a mug. I know it's glass, but it is a double barreled. And then once that has been warmed up, we're going to pour it out and we're going to fill up the glass or the mug about halfway with more hot water and add our ingredients and stir and enjoy. First thing we're going to need is a nice sized lemon wheel. And we're also going to use fresh lemon juice, but I just wanted to prep the lemon wheel first. We're going to take 4 cloves. Um, and some of these ingredients, including everything that you might need for Thanksgiving, I would suggest getting maybe at Aldi, because Aldi is throwing their prices back to the year 2019 when we were all so much more innocent then, weren't we? Yeah, we were. So, mm, fresh cloves. Here what they look like. I'm going to attempt. Yeah, they should go in pretty easily. I cut kind of a thick slice. Well, I say that, right? Now I'm having trouble. Nice thick skin. A Meyer lemon might be easier. Well, maybe I'll just put it on the inside then. Why not? Let's do it that way. 4 cloves, and again, to taste, you can do whatever you want, but we're just going to prep the lemon wheel here, make it pretty, and that'll go into the beverage once it's ready. And we're going to use, what are we going to use? I think we're going to use, well, it calls for like half a teaspoon of lemon juice, which is not a ton. I know the average medium-sized lemon will yield about about 2 tablespoons of juice, which is far more than we need. Okay, but these are super juicy. And again, it's to taste. It's been used for medicinal purposes, the hot toddy, as I mentioned. And Lord knows in my family, that's special medicine. When we were sick, little did I know, mom and dad and the Irish Jameson whiskey, we're using that on us, a little bit of honey and a little bit of lemon. It wasn't hot necessarily, not that I recall anyway. It's been a hot minute. Um, but yeah, I didn't realize what whiskey was in there, or what whiskey was, when I was a child, until I grew up. And as an adult, somebody offered me a little taste of whiskey, and I went like this, and I went, that tastes like special medicine. They didn't know what the hell I was talking about, but that is what I was talking about. Brought back childhood memories, and I don't think I've had one in many, many years since. But I thought, with all the cold weather and the fact that we've now got like 4 viruses circulating, people, and every week somebody else is coming down with something. I got all my shots, the flu shot, shingle shot, COVID shots, you name them. I got my shots, just like a pedigreed dog. And I haven't gotten sick, knock on wood, with anything in years, really. except for that time I had to drive myself to the ER with a little ulcer, but that was brought on by other things. Okay, so I think that's warmed up enough, and we've definitely got enough lemon juice in there. I'm going to build our cocktail now. So I'm going to pour. I didn't do that right at all. Okay, I poured out the hot water. Okay, I mean it's not really necessary, I don't think, actually. And I say that having just poured out all the hot water I prepared. You know, you could do the same water. I'm not going to tell anybody. Okay, we're going to add, let's see. Let me go with the whiskey first. Triple distilled Irish whiskey. I don't even know if I've had any of this to drink. I think maybe a little bit, but clearly somebody else has been into it. People know that I'm not going to notice it's missing when they come over. And I encourage people to drink up. Okay, that's 1.5 ounces. I'm going to add the other half ounce here from the jigger. And a good thing about this again, it's all the taste. I'm going to put this, well, I'm going to put the honey in actually first. And we're just going to use like 2 teaspoons of honey, if I can get it out. It's real honey, and that will obviously coat your throat and soothe. Not that we're endorsing giving kids, anyone under the age of 21, obviously. I would never do that. I wonder if my brother has given, or if my sisters have given their kids our old family recipe of special medicine. I highly doubt it, but I feel like I need to ask. Okay, we're going to stir that up. Yes. Okay, then we'll add our lemon juice. Okay. And then we'll add our lemon and then kind of stir that up and let that sit for just a wee minute. Here, I guess I could put the lemon in right now. See, there we go. And what else did I need? I needed the lemon juice. Okay, what do we have here? Calls for just like, what did I say? Like half of a tablespoon is what I'm going to go with because it really calls for like 1/4 ounce. So let's go with that. All the taste. I'm sure it'll be delicious. I'm going to give that a good stir. And a hot toddy was born. Equally good on the ski slopes or when the weather dips below 70 degrees in sunny California. People freak out. One of my coworkers, love you, Tracy. She came to work. Oh, see the cloves are coming out. So you don't want to eat those or drink those solidly. Okay. I even got the candy thermometer out because I thought, well, maybe I'll test the temperature. Oh, smells like childhood, being sick, but it smells really, really good. Let's see. Mm. Yeah, that's good. I could probably go stronger if I'm being honest. That's good though. And a couple of these when you're sick, maybe just one, it would be good. Mm, yeah, that's a good cold weather drink for sure. For sure. Who's saying hi? Bourbon toddy for me? Yeah. What did I use? Oh, yeah, I used the Jameson. That was good. I think for my next act, I will do a bourbon toddy. I mean, my neighbor, you can use lots of different liquor. If you use like vodka or something, I don't know. Yeah, can't help you there. But if you do, I'd probably suggest you use the sugar instead of honey. I don't know how honey and vodka would go, really. But with bourbon, honey for sure, or maybe the maple syrup. That'd be good too. It's good to be hotter too, if I'm being honest. But mm, it is quite nice. I know. What are you laughing at, Vivi? Vivian is one of my French goddess friends, and she lives in Florida. She's a from basically where you didn't you grow up like not was it Morocco? No, it wasn't Morocco. It was remind me. Um Morocco, no? I forget, Vivian. Let's see. You could use one right now. Well, cheers to you. Yeah, like I said, Florida. I mean, I think in Florida I would see people wearing parkas if it got below 75. Y'all aren't used to the cold. But yeah, this is we've had a little cold snap here. It's gonna warm up a wee bit this weekend, but this feels good. Oh, when you feel it, you finally feel it kind of making its way, you know? That's the thing I would say about, if you have a cough, this is great. Obviously, a little honey, a little lemon, and a little water and maybe a little bourbon or whiskey. It hits right. But with kids, like getting this RSV, that's especially babies. God, they don't have the capability, the lung strength to cough. It's frightening. It's terrifying. Mm-mm. So prayers to y'all. We make it through another winter during another pandemic or the twin demic or triple demic or whatever they're calling it now. So, cheers to you. All you need is a quarter ounce of lemon juice, um, a couple of teaspoons of sugar or syrup or honey, and 2 ounces of your favorite bourbon, whiskey, booze, whatever you want to use, and like fill your mug halfway with hot water. Voila. And you make it right there in the mug. You don't need any special tools, really, unless you want to go out and get a $5 reamer. That does the trick, let me tell you. And cheers to you and yours. I know a short episode this week. Don't have much else to say right now. But you may have noticed I'm putting all of these videos with the recipes on my YouTube page, which you can find Ms. Corey Dillon, I believe. I can finally, as it can everybody else, I think finally choose a handle for your YouTube page, which is awesome. Working on the website, working on it. And what else? What else was I going to tell you? Oh, I do a shorter version, or I try to, for not only the YouTube, but the Twitter and maybe the Instagram and the TikTok. We do a shorter version because you can only have what, a minute and a half reel on Instagram and then 3-minute reels on TikTok. It's exhausting, people, exhausting to keep up with this stuff. So, cheers to you and yours. I hope you stay happy, healthy, and well, and maybe try a hot toddy this weekend. Cheers. Whoops, I'm dropping and crashing things in. Bye. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Yours truly is going on her first real vacation next week. Aloha.